Hello, in today's video, I have Curly in here with me, so I'm hoping he isn't going to start barking and make noise. How easy or how difficult is it to learn how to be a treasure hunter? Great. But I will see if this is going to work. Come on, Curly, cooperate with me today. You can't see Curly down here. Curly is a golden doodle, and we kept saying he will calm down. He's just a baby. He'll get over it. He's 5 now, and he hasn't calmed down. Will you please be quiet? Let's see. Okay. One of the first ways as I was getting started with my eBay store, which is called Planet Einstein. So, I don't know if my husband's going to come in and rescue us or not. If it gets too obnoxious, I will just stop and try again. So we are about 6 months now into building our eBay store. We transitioned from being digital marketers and making videos for other small business owners, and COVID kind of halted all of that, so we quickly had to pivot. And I've always loved thrifting and shopping for treasures or bargains. So I began learning. And one of the things and one of the ways that I learned was by going on YouTube and watching some of the experts, along with watching a few of the not experts who you quickly learn how not to do it. Those examples are just as worthwhile as the ones where you learn how to do it, because it teaches you why some of the things that you see on eBay are not necessarily best practices. So I found like a handful of really good YouTubers who are also eBay sellers that gave some wonderful advice and real life examples, and bits and pieces from those videos really helped me define, what is a good buy, what is a treasure, what will sell, what probably won't sell. And I have a couple of examples to show you today with some Easter shopping that I did for my 2 great nieces. And, the compulsion is there to use these techniques in terms of practicing what I have learned and putting them into place. So when I go to the toy bin and look for plushes, stuffed animals, the very first thing I do is look at the tag. And this is one of those BOLOs. Have you heard the term BOLO? It stands for be on the lookout. BOLO, remember that. And this BOLO is one that is a tag from Mary Meyer. And you can see, oops, that one's in the way. Let's see if I can coordinate my fingers to do this. It's not showing very well, is it? And it's not focusing. Anyway, that says, there we go, it's focused a little bit. Mary Meyer, and this stuffed animal is from her collection. So even though I'm buying it for personal reasons to give to my great niece, in her Easter basket, I've started building the collection for her Easter basket. I knew that this was a good brand. Then the next thing I did was searched for it on eBay. I Actually, I think there's the sticker still on it. I hadn't caught that one. I think I paid 99 cents for it. And they are worth, according to eBay, the comps or comparable listings are somewhere in the 15 to 25 price range. So if I were reselling it, this would be a pretty good item for resale. My profit margin would be very healthy. Pay 99 cents and sell it for 19.99, somewhere in that range. Then these were also BOLOs. The little PEEPS, again, I looked at the tag. You see the PEEPS brand tag, and it has the PEEPS label on it here on the little plush animals. These two still have their stickers on them. I found them at 2 different locations. Both of them, I believe, were 99 cents each. And again, I'm not reselling them, but if I were, then I would know. I think I saw a listing for 18, one for 15, and then there are some that are priced a whole lot lower. So again, I have learned by watching other resellers who are experts, whatever that word means in the reselling world, at children's plush toys. I mean, there are some real collectible ones, and you have to know which brands and do the research to find out how things are selling by searching the sites on eBay and some other search sites to see what they're listed for, what they're selling for. And then my other great niece, actually, I have this little doll. She's going to be turning 7, and this is a perfect doll that she would be interested in playing with and having. This is a Hasbro, and again, she doesn't have a tag, but if you unsnap her clothing or unvelcro it, you find her branding under there, and she is marked as a Hasbro doll. And then I put in other parameters to narrow it down and discover she is a Hasbro equestrian girl from the My Little Pony collection. And she has been into the My Little Pony collection since she was a little bitty. So I think this will be something she'll be happy with. And again, if I were reselling it, I would know that it has some value for resale. So again, some people would consider these treasures, even though they're not really high-priced treasures, but some of them can be. You never know when you're going to encounter that one jewel that is highly collectible and is really drawing high prices. And let's see, one other thing I got for her is, and this one was Little Brownie Bakeries is the maker of this. I'm not sure what the year is on it. I don't think it's necessarily vintage, but it was, of course, in its original box. And it's a little art piece that the child colors in the art piece, and then they turn it into a growing tray, and the seed packet is actually included, and they have their own little garden of seeds that turn into flowers that they will have nurtured and grown themselves. So this is another thrift store find that caught my eye. I just looked at the maker and I knew it was something that my niece would enjoy. So there are a couple of other ways to, again, find those treasures, whether it's, a little stuffed animal. And this was one last one I'll share with you today that I really didn't know anything about, but she caught my attention and I just started doing some research on her. This company is called PBC International, and PBC International has a line called Chantilly Lane Musical Bears, and they have a whole bunch of different ones. This one is named Pearl's Grandmother, and Pearl's Grandmother actually is listed on the tag over here as being the name of it. That's upside down. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah, it's focusing on it. All the mechanicals for it, of course, are in the little zippered compartment in the bum. And Pearl's Grandmother will be going up on my site shortly. But Pearl's Grandmother sings a song. And the reason I'm showing this to you is some of Pearl's grandmothers and other ones in the collection are actually worth a decent amount of money. Right now, I haven't been able to find another Pearl's Grandmother anywhere for sale currently. I found a couple of places where it says it's out of stock or no longer available. So I have a feeling Pearl's Grandmother may be somewhere in the 30 to 50 price range. And again, I'm just giving an estimate, but when I don't know for sure and I can't find another one like it on eBay, even in the solds, I couldn't find, this specific one. Currently, the solds will show up to the last 90 days of what has sold on eBay. So she could be even more valuable than that. And when I have doubts, I would go on the high end of the range, because if she is scarce, like I think maybe she is, I could be proven wrong, in which case, if she doesn't sell at the higher end of the range, I can always lower my price. It's tough to start out low, and maybe even impossible to start low and then redo your price and jack it up. That's probably not a good strategy. So I always like to start high, and not always. You can't say always on anything with internet marketing, but my practice is to start high if in doubt. So here are a couple of tips for treasure hunting, and do your research. That is so important. Know what the history is to find the most likely reasonable sale price that is going to get your item sold. So if you are interested in becoming an eBay seller, I am going to attach a link in the comments down below this video. I'm putting together a beta group, which is a small test group of people who are just starting as eBay sellers who want to learn step by step from the beginning how to do it the right way. So if you found this video helpful, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I'm just starting to build the channel that I'm on right now. I have switched it over from digital marketing to focus only on eBay in my videos now. So I would appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos that can help you. So thanks for being with me. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.